Yay. Can you hear me really? Okay, good. Okay, I lost 15 minutes. That's okay. We'll just have to do this quickly. Shani told me that I should have told her that she took 15 minutes from my time. I told her this is my contribution to lessen the gender gap. So giving her 15 more minutes, my little thing. Okay, coolest projects. This is, I think, the 7th year or 6th that I'm doing this project since 2012, this lecture. Every year it's different projects. As the idea is to show what is done in various places around the world by chapters, affiliates, user groups, volunteers. Anybody can do a cool project. And then what I really like it about it is that I can see that project that is cool 1 year is submitted again for this lecture 2 or 3 years later, which shows that the coolness is being propagated. So I'm doing this to give you ideas to do the same project in other areas. So first, disclaimer. Of course, not all chapters project, not all affiliate and volunteer projects, only ones submitted to me, and only projects that fit the definition of cool and low budget. Wikimedia Israel presented yesterday a very cool project about a crawler forcing GLAM institutions to cooperate with us even when they don't want it, but it costs $2,500, so that's very cool, but too expensive. I defined cool as less than $2,000. So my definition. So again, I want to emphasize some of the projects sent to me, cool and low budget. Okay, so what is cool? Oh, cool is a big word. That's better. I use 2 definitions for cool. Every year, the same 2 definitions. First definition by Wojtek, I hope I say his name right. New, brave, cost-efficient, and fun to talk about. I think this is a very good definition of cool. Something that's fun to talk about. Claudia Gerard gave also a great definition. Motivating volunteers, newcomers, partners, added value, and future collaboration. Coolness, it's cool 1 year, but it must continue throughout the next year, have further impact, and encourage other places to do the same. So the program for today. First, I will present the coolest projects. I hope I will have enough time to do this. The projects were chosen by me and Daria, those that fit this criteria. Then I will show you the finalists. There are 3 finalists, and then you will vote and choose the coolest project for 2019. I asked 2 people to help me with the voting, to count the votes. We are voting the Roman way, not raising your hands because I can't see anybody, but by clapping your hands or your feet and shouting yay. Okay, so you vote. As I said, Daria was helping me. This is from Ezino Lario. She's with me. She's been helping me the past 4 years, I think. So the big question is, where is Daria? Why is she not here? It's not that she's lazy. She's working on her own cool project. This is a meeting from 2014 that was held in Wikimedia Israel. Jan Bart was the head of the board of trustees at the time, and he came. And first of all, you can see the participants. You really can see the gender gap here. You know the Women in Red project aimed at narrowing the gender gap? Everybody heard about it? Yes. Well, this is an example. There is one woman and she's in red. This is Daria. That guy noticed her, and they went on a photo hunting tour to this very romantic place, and they fell in love. And then, in the middle of a Wiki meeting, he gave a lecture, and he proposed to her. She was very surprised. She was taking the video. And this is the image. We have this. This is the Hebrew article of marriage proposals. And we have their picture because this is a real proposal. It's not simulated. And then they got married in Wikimania in Mexico. Jan Bart did the ceremony. Jimmy was the father of the bride for the purpose of the ceremony. And here is the cool project. Here he is in the GLAM conference in Tel Aviv, the help desk. So he is cool. Okay, other cool project for 2019, everything that submitted after 2018. The main subject this year is GLAM because of the tracks, so I had to fit one of the tracks of the conference, so this is the GLAM track. Project number 1, Wiki loves birds from Nepal. The idea is behind this project is to photograph birds in Nepal for commons, improve the quality of the articles in English and in Nepali Wikipedias, improve wiki species, the articles about the world in wiki species, and do outreach program. Remember, coolness must create something afterwards. So they collaborated with conservation experts and expert wildlife photographers, collaborated with an organization named, I can't read Nepali, wait. It's called BirdLife Nepal. That's the name of the organization. One of the things they did, you see the people, they did a session about how to do bird watching and how to recognize birds. So they brought the Wikipedians and taught them. And I think that's one of the benefits of being a Wikipedian. You get to learn cool stuff, go to interesting places. We give so much to the society, we need to get something back, and that's good. They brought a famous bird expert, board member from BirdLife Nepal to teach them how to identify and how to watch birds. 24 people participated in the session. And this is the result of the project. 1,200 new images, of them 10 valued and 15 quality images of 172 species. That's a lot. They built an ongoing relationship with BirdLife Nepal, which is now a GLAM cooperation which continues. 15 participants, an editathon, 10 new users, and I continue, this is very good outcome. 7 photo walks, 103 articles created, of them 100 in Nepali and 3 in English. Lots of edits, 20 editors participated. Then I asked them a question. Why do they think this is cool? And they give a definition, which I probably will use next year also. Cool is unique, innovative. You use the lesson later, create a strong partnerships, and focus on the program objectives. Oh, okay. This is a cool picture that they took. Yeah, well, that's cool. Oh, yeah, you can clap, but the voting is to the end. But they do deserve clapping. So, yeah. Okay, next project. This is both combination of meetups and GLAM. Oh, hello, little fella. Wiki goes Caribian by Wikimania Netherlands. Their goal was to write, update, improve information about the Dutch Caribbean and Suriname, which were previously Dutch colonies. Not only on Dutch Wikipedia, but also on local Wikipedia, and of course, commons, pictures, and Wikidata. How did they do it? They sent somebody to Aruba and Bonaire and Curaçao, give workshops, trainings, teach local GLAM institutions how to work with local Wikipedians, and encourage and teach the local Wikipedians as well how to do these kind of projects. Oh, this is a lovely place. We want to go there. They did GLAM partnerships with all this GLAM participating. I'm not going to read all the list, but just looking at it, that's wow. And you're going to tell me, well, it's not low cost to send somebody to Caribbean. But most of the editathon they did were in Hague, in the National Archive in Hague, which is something that can be done in many countries. And one thing that I think is cool, they had a food and drink team. Yeah, I'm fat. Food and drink, it's always cool. They brought all these kind of foods and had articles written about them in Dutch Wikipedia and other languages. This is called Bolo Pretu. I don't know what it is, but it looks tasty, and Johnny cakes. I promised myself I'm going to write articles about this in also other languages. They give us tips, and it's important to train the trainers, teach the local trainers how to teach forward. you do not train once, but you need to teach them how to fish so they can train others. You need to do it several times, do it offline and then online and then offline in order to facilitate, to increase the local wiki community. And you teach the GLAMs how to cooperate with Wikipedia, but more importantly, you teach the GLAMs how to teach other GLAMs. So that has bigger effects. I asked them again, what makes a cool project cool? This is a new definition that I really like. Working together with cool organization and working together with lots of GLAM. Do you agree this is a new definition of coolness that we should apply? If you agree, tell me. Okay, next project. This also applied to meetups and community encouragement from India. Wiki Graphics Bootcamp. The idea is to create a community of Wikipedians who are graphics in India. They did it by a series of online session and online training, 2 months training. Results, 22 Wikipedians created 373 files for various projects. This is the first file created. Yeah. And I give you some examples of the file created. This is one of the sessions. It was a 38-day-long campaign and 19 languages. Of course, there are many more languages in India, but still one project that creates data in 19 languages is pretty cool. Because it's so many language communities, they had very difficulties that are unique. They needed to have coordinator and language organizers to organize all the languages. So you see, 4 coordinators, 26 language organizers, and they had to do training session to train the coordinators, which is difficult. In total, results, about 200 participants, about 3,000 files, 3,000 files, 20 past languages, 11 events, and here you see in the comments the categories in all the various languages, quite a lot. I have the number. Oh, it's several examples in different languages. I had the numbers, 1 second. Sorry. About 2,500, 3,000 files. That's a lot. Okay. Next project, Interwiki Women Collaboration. Yes, definitely. This started in Wikimania in Wikimania 2017 during the 100 Wiki Days meetup in Montreal. We had Armine from Armenia, Camelia from Italy, and Andrea from Argentina. They decided to have an international collaboration about writing articles about women, not only at the same time, but on the same subjects. So in total, we had 6 languages, 9 countries, 60 editors for 2 sessions. You see the language, the countries that participated, and this is an example of one such session. You had the women that was written about in different languages and the Wikidata items. Another example, there are still many minuses, but quite a lot of translation. This is they chose the subject of medieval Arabic women poets. Okay, that's for this project. Next project is a project from Spain, ballot paper campaigns and tools. The project is aimed at uploading ballots from campaigns, from elections. This is unique in 2 ways. First of all, there is lots of ballots. There's many local areas, you have many elections. You want to document the ballot papers, and these are usually destroyed soon after the elections. So there is a very short time period to collect and upload the images. But what's unique about this is something that can be done not only by Wikipedians. by a lot of people who can be involved, politicians, people interested in politics, and this can get them into the community, teach them about the movement, what can be done, and because it's people outside the movement mostly, they developed a web tool that did a lot of the work. One of the problems is to give proper names for the files, to scan and upload the files, and this is what the web tools did. And the graphics behind show you what is the status in each area of the ballots uploaded. Results. Oh, well, I said the difficulty is huge amount of documents, many districts. You need to coordinate a lot, and you have a very short time period to do this. The result, over 60 participants, 10 campaigns, 2,600 files uploaded, and these are used in 120 articles. I asked them again, why is it cool? Involved members from different parties who are not Wikipedian, causing collaboration, and people who do not have time to contribute in other way to the movement, learned about the movement and its goals, and maybe they will participate. Next project, there was a lecture about this yesterday, using AI and image recognition, adding Wikidata depicts statement to artwork. One of the problems with AI is that it's difficult for machines to learn how to identify objects. What Andrew did, they uploaded images from the Met collectives, which are on Commons, and had people play a game. The game is there, but it was so effective you cannot play it now because they finished all the pictures. But not only Wikipedian, 200 attendees, historians, tech people, the staff of the Met, Wikipedians, volunteers, came to play a game. They had food, drinks. This is what the game looked like. You see this picture? It's a village painting by, oh, I cannot see. It's a village, and they need to choose if you see a house or you don't see a house, if you see a tree and you don't see a tree. Once you do that, you get the items in Wikidata. So that's editing Wikidata without actually going to Wikidata, teaching them how to edit. You don't have to open a username. The game opened like an anonymous username who did all the edits. Later, editors checked it, but it also taught the computers, AI learning, they taught it how to recognize images, and then you can have it running across other images doing the work. So at the end, the computer knew how to identify houses, trees, all the objects in the game. And that, of course, can assist Wikidata and other GLAM projects in very effective ways. Okay, I like to end every lecture of mine with the same quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, one of the greatest, definitely the greatest woman, but one of the greatest people in the 20th century. She contributed to the founding of the United Nations, and she personally did a lot of stuff. I've been to the museum dedicated to her in New York. She heard about church burning in the south of the United States in the 60s. And there is a picture of her walking with the suitcases to a bus station. She got onto the bus, she went to the churches, and she just sat on the steps of the churches to make sure they don't get burned. And she said, nothing has ever been achieved by those who says this cannot be done. So, of course, everything you've seen here can be done in other places. And now it's the time to choose the coolest project. I asked Ruti to help me. Can he just come over and help with the voting? I'm going to show you the runners-up. Don't vote yet, and then we are going to go over them and vote. Is there somebody from the projects here? I invited all of them. Richard, I think, from the Met. And Andrew, cool. I asked you to come as well, Andrew. Yeah, help me, yeah. And if you have a question later for Andrew, you can answer. So the runners-up are Wiki Love Bird from Nepal. Oh, hello, little fella, again. Wiki Goes Caribian. And the AI and image recognition from the Met. Okay, these are the finalists. Let's do the voting. Now you need to vote. If you like a project, clap or shout or vote. Okay. Thank you. Next one, Wiki goes Caribian. Next one, AI, Met Museum, gaming. I think the last one won. Yeah. Okay, it was very close. I think the first and the second one got the same amount, and this was the coolest, chosen as coolest. So yay, for coolest project. Thank you, Andrew. Do you have a question for Andrew? Well, I'll do the credits. Somebody? No questions. Okay. You need the...
That's right. Thanks so much for voting for that game, and we hope to have some more candidates that you can play soon. Some stats about that game: there are more than 7,000 judgments made by Wikidata editors, and so they've resulted in about 5,000 edits or more to Wikidata items. So if you look at the depict statements, you'll see things that all of you probably have tried in one time or another to add to the Wikidata items. We hope to have more things there soon. And as you said, there are more Wikidata games to play, and it's a really nice way to edit Wikidata in kind of a relaxing mode. And thank you so much. We hope to get more games for you to play.
It's especially cool because you don't have to learn Wikidata. You don't have to have a username, which is difficult to teach. It's complicated. You just play a game and it works. Okay, thank you. This is... And if you have any questions for me, you can, but I don't... Yeah. Okay, I think now is lunch. Oh, yeah, one question.
I have a question. I don't really know, maybe I missed the first introduction of you, but how do you make up this list of them projects that you give people to vote on?
Oh, okay. We send every year an email to all the chapters, and we publish in Facebook, in Wikipedia, one of the lists. Do you have a cool project? Please, we have a Google Doc, please fill it in. And those who answers, usually not many, we send some reminders. Then it's a question for the audience. Do you think I should publish it also on the various village pumps, in English of course, but yeah? Okay, and then from that, me and Daria choose the ones that are apply the definition of low cost, cool, and those are presented. Yes.
Especially since we're not that many, it would also be great being able to vote online on the project, so that actually more people can vote on these things, so the actual vote is so much stronger as a message.
Okay. Of course, the presentation will go on Commons. Okay, thank you.